very happy to meet all of you. So welcome to Russia and welcome to St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is actually the second largest city in Russia after Moscow, its capital. And here the population is more than 6 million people, and it covers the territory more than 600 square kilometers. So I want to add something. Actually, you are welcome to disturb me if you have any questions or any problems. So I'm always ready to help you and to give you any possible explanation, okay? So don't feel shy and don't hesitate if you feel any problems, just let us know. Today we are going to join the sightseeing tour. So you will see the most beautiful architectural ensembles of our city, and we will have photo stops for you to take beautiful pictures, of course. So unfortunately we're not so lucky with the weather, but usually here in St. Petersburg it's like this. So it's not like in India. Here we have just 80 sunny days a year, especially in St. Petersburg. That's why St. Petersburg is often referred as northern capital of Russia. Strong winds from the Gulf of Finland are blowing. And sometimes there can be floods. So 2 flood periods in autumn and in spring we have. But we will speak about this much more in details a bit later. So St. Petersburg is situated on 42 islands. And all in all we have here almost 300 rivers and canals, which are joined by bridges. We have 362 bridges, and 21 of them are drawbridges. So the city is known for its drawbridges. They are opened at night. So they are not opening during the daytime, not to prevent navigation. So the first bridge will be open at 1:10. It's called Palace Bridge, if somebody is interested, so you may go and see it. They also have their light show with nice music. So now we are on Petrogradsky Island, which is the second largest island of St. Petersburg, so where your hotel is situated. Rurikovichi dynasty and Romanov dynasty. And the city was founded during the Northern War with Sweden, which lasted for 21 years, since 1700 up to 1721. So from the right-hand side you can see the stadium where our local football team Zenit is training. But this is not the stadium where they have now football. So the Goblet of Confederations, they have Confederations Cup right now on the new one. So this is the old one. And through its rather short history, the city was renamed several times. First, it was known like St. Petersburg. It was named after Apostle Peter from the Bible. So Apostle Peter, according to the legend, has the keys from the heaven. And the city, it's really like a key to the heaven. So the heaven is considered to be the Baltic Sea because of trade routes to Scandinavian countries. And the key is Gulf of Finland, which is the entrance to the Baltic Sea. And Berg in German means city. Peter the Great visited Holland and he liked everything Dutch. That's why he named the whole city in German-sounding name. So then the city was renamed Petrograd in 1914. It was the time of the First World War. Russia was St. Petersburg was the capital of Russian Empire at that time, and of course German-sounding name was inappropriate for the capital, because Germany was our enemy that time. That's why they decided to replace Berg with Russian Grad. So in ancient Russian it means city. We have here cities like Novgorod, Stalingrad. And then the city was renamed Leningrad in 1925 after the health of the Bolsheviks Vladimir Lenin. So he worked out here the plan for all 3 Russian revolutions All of them took place exactly here in St. Petersburg. And this year, this October, we are celebrating 100th anniversary of our October Revolution. So when it was the end of autocracy, so when the democracy starts. So beautiful roofs, so such a picturesque view. So I hope you will enjoy St. Petersburg as well. Because it's really very nice. The city shows the European aspect of Russia. I mean, the building plan here is totally different from what we have in other cities, because here almost all the streets are former canals, so that which were filled up later for traffic. So because see, actually St. Petersburg stands on the ancient bottom of the Baltic Sea. That's why there are so many quicksands here, so many swamps, and of course to make this area appropriate for house building, they need to drain it first. So that's why they dig out the system of canals for this. And during the times of Peter the Great, people supposed to go only by boats through these streets. But now we have bus, we have traffic, we have cars, not carriages with horses. Not so popular. It's popular actually in small villages. It's popular with elder generation, but much more popular United Russia. So the political party from which our president Vladimir Putin is, our prime minister Dmitry Medvedev is, and actually the results of all the elections, the majority of the votes are for United Russia political party. The symbol of this is a bear. So, like lion in India, beer it's a symbol of Russia. Because I told you we have just 80 sunny days a year, so that's why so many people got used to drink alcohol, because they need something to warm up themselves. So that's why. So actually it appeared here just during the reign of Peter the Great also, and he brought it from Europe. So he brought it from some German countries. So it's vodka, yes. But much more, I mean, much more elder is some other national drinks, so which are made of honey. So and there is Russian kvass. It's a mixture of herbs. So it's also very nice, and birch juice as well. Exactly from that tree trunk, they got such a birch juice. So these are much more traditional drinks, I think. Of course, we also have here chai, but it was brought from India, logically. So it's not... What? So a river Volga, yes, it's located, but not in this region, not in St. Petersburg. But actually, it came during the reign of Peter the Great, so it came from other countries, not from Russia. Before him, we had no vodka at all here. So, and so we are leaving the territory of Petrogradsky Islands, and we are going to find ourselves on the territory of Basil Island. Basil Island is the biggest of island of the city. So, and Peter the Great planned to have an administrative center here. But at the same time, he prohibited to build permanent bridges across the Neva River. So, and not all the people could afford themselves to buy private boats to go from the city center to this area. That's why his idea unfortunately failed. But it became the educational center. I mean, nowadays on the territory of so, and now almost all the buildings that you can see on the Basil Island in this area, so these are the buildings of faculties of St. Petersburg State University. One, two, three. Yeah, now it's okay. So to the left-hand side, Russian literature, and in front you can see the bust to Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin, famous Russian poet, who lived here, whose diplomas are valid abroad. This is St. Petersburg State University and Moscow State University. So the graduates of these two have no need to pass any additional exam to prove their language level. I mean, like TOEFL or IELTS, because if they graduate from some other universities, so they had to pass additional language exam. So, and our president also is a graduate from St. Petersburg University, so judicial faculty, and our prime minister as well. So they know each other since university times. Maybe that's why our political system is like that. They just change their places. I mean, when the term of presidency of one came to its end, so they just replace prime minister with the president, and then again and again. But this year something is going to change. In March we are going to have the election, the presidential. So maybe it will gain some more power in our current government. In March. Yes, this March, presidential. For different regions, different dates. So from the left-hand side you can see Catholic Church in Gothic style. Actually, Russia is an Orthodox country. It was baptized by ancient Russian Tsar Vladimir, who was